welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout this season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction.
The football world has descended upon New Orleans, and Super Bowl 59 is underway. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019, one of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. It's caught. Warren. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Throw complete to Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throw by Jones. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Jones to the air. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Has it down close.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Brown, and he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run, it's 3rd and 6 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Pulled in at the 20. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Jones. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning one of the tight ends. From the 28. Hauled in by Downs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 43. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. 3rd down, Jones to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got Legette. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. A give left side to Brown. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Legette's got it. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Colts ready for the punt. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
This one taken in by Kraft. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completed over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Play fake here, Daniels. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Again, Daniels to the air. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He has it at the 5. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They've got 1st and goal to work with. He's got it!
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll throw it again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tony now to return it. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Warren's got it, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. 2nd and 13. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Sideline throw reeled in by Downs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Again, Jones to the air. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Running back sent in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. It's caught, Warren. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Cordero Patterson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Daniels on 1st down. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the puck, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Pressed away, on to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be their football. The Colts offense set to head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play fake, Jones. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tony now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Colts ready to take the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play fake with Jones. Throw complete to Warren. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Legette's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. 1st down throw by Jones. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back within 5.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st down, here's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw. He's got Watson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Samuel. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Gets this one to Watson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and short, Daniels. That's caught for the first. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Third and long for Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Robinson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. On the move, headed, and he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tony now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. Rolling left, buying some time.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, here's Jones. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Jones on 1st down. Warren's got it, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Brown on the inside give.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play fake, Jones. It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 19. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Daniels from the pistol. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Man in motion, headed right. Running for the marker on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play. That how many times do we see his highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Their punter making his way out now. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Play fake here, Daniels. Nabs along that sideline, Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Legette's got it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Colts with the ball, hoping they can put up some points and keep their title hopes alive. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Watson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Brown. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they send their back in motion right. 3rd down, Jones to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he gets them down to the 42. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 42. Has a man, it's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He'll get this one to Brown. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He brings it in. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge two-point conversion attempt. He's throwing for it. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. Two-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Got Washington. It's complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
1st down throw by Jones. Got his target. It's Tony. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Brown on the carry. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, look at here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Escapes a defender. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They send him left out of the slot. They'll run now on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Colts clinging to a 1-point lead. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Now it's Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Here's Brown again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The defense takes its third and final timeout. So now, here's third and goal. Going with Brown on the ground. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 5, but still need more than that. Fourth and goal coming up.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on first and second down.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here he is to throw. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
Their whole season has led to this moment. He takes a knee, let the celebration begin. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. And start the party in the crossroads of America. The Indianapolis Colts are Super Bowl champions. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times